Hopefully audio and everything's working on well. Let me know if it's not. Actually, I can just check. Oh, there we go. Seems like it's working alright. Okay. Hey, Dons. Yeah, so I was just actually watching that video, and for some reason it freezes in that last few minutes. And I think it's when I was editing the video. The software I use, I do it all on my phone, which is what I'm on at the moment. And I think I responded to a message that got sent to me. I had to respond to it right when it was actually processing and saving the edited video. So when it says do not leave, it might stuff up the video. I had to leave because I have to respond to a message, and I think that's why my last video freezes in the last few seconds. I didn't actually watch it before I uploaded it. I thought it was all set and fine, so yeah, that's why. That's what I have a feeling why it stuffed up the last few minutes of the video. That pain in the ass of a thing. So I'm going to move a couple of things. Because you will all see soon. Y'all see why I sound like Jason. Jeez, I hope he's alright. I'm actually watching his live stream at the moment. The one he did, the random one. I'll catch up on videos while Mandy's doing some work. So I had to head out today. I had a rekey job. Jeez, I dropped down 2 viewers. Come on, peoples, you gotta watch. So I had to pop out today and remove a handle. Hey Alpha, what's going on, bro? So I had to go out today and remove a door handle off of the door. I've been catching up with some 3D printing. A possible new product. The only thing is, I'm not sure how I'm going to. I might have to get little boxes to send them out in because they're quite fragile. It does take actually quite a while to print these, funny enough. I really got to go through all my tools over there and sort them out. Packaging stroke can go into my breaking damaging kit. I found that down the back of the ute, which I'll explain soon anyway. And while there is a toolbox sitting down here, which we're going to go through and empty and play around with. I say empty, I just threw a heap of shit in it. So yeah, I may have spent some more money than I really shouldn't have. But anyway, not on this. This is not on this toolbox. This is an old one. So anyway, I went and put some fuel in the car today. Didn't fill up the ute, but I went and put some fuel in the ute. And the price of petrol, unleaded 91, is the exact same price as diesel. The exact same price. $1.99.9 a litre. Which is just bloody ridiculous if you ask me. I just kind of realised there's like a line of light from the light just here. So if I scooch that way a little bit. I wish I was made of money. No, I just got all the bills in for the old house. So there's like a $600 gas bill, there is a $100 electricity bill, and an $80-something water bill that we've got to pay. Which I then get an email from, we switched gas and electricity companies because the ones who we've just piss fart around and stuff everything up, they're bloody useless. It's useful as tits on a bull. And I get an email a couple of like a week later after we get the bills, stating that they overcharged us on our gas and undercharged us on our electricity bill. So they're sending through new bills. We haven't received them. I get all my bills through email. Haven't bloody received them, so I got a feeling they've posted them to the old house, which I'm going to have to go and check tomorrow. I'm going to have to drive because Blaze is doing night shift tonight. She did night shift last night. So she's left me unsupervised. We all know what happens then. So I'm going to have to drive myself to that. And she's going to drive me to my MRI appointment tomorrow afternoon to find out how bad the damage is. And hopefully, fingers and everything bloody crossed, I don't need bloody surgery. If I do, I'm going to be pissed. Not literally. But, as I was saying, before we get into the toolbox, and why that toolbox is here, taking up a big chunk of space. Yes, bills suck. $2.17 a litre for diesel in Sydney yesterday. Shit! That's whack. So the new, I don't know if I'll put it on as a product. It depends on how many people are actually interested in it. I printed them for me because I'm gutting and repinning locks and stuff like that. I actually just picked one today. I got sent up on the side there that was sent to me. Has no working key, so I picked it with a Lishi, decoded it, and cut a key to code. These are what I've been printing. Invalid. I'm on as much medications as you now, Dons. It's funny. These are repinning followers, so you can actually repin and gut locks using these. Makes them a lot easier. Three different sizes. I think there's a 4mm, a 3mm, and a 2mm, and that's not how wide they are. Well, how thick they are. It's the size of the actual grooves in them. These are like gutting, repinning shoes for Euro locks. So I've been printing these in silk. I've printed a few. I was thinking about adding them as a product up on the website for if people are interested. The only thing is, I broke two yesterday trying to get them off the bed. But as you can see, if my camera actually focuses on it, they're really thin. So I'm going to have to work out a way in order to post these if they do become a product, because they break very easily. If you're not careful. As I said, I broke one yesterday trying to get it off the printing bed. And another thing I printed is this thing that I'm not going to show you. I'm going to keep that one a secret, because it's mine. Nice, I got one in the Huck set. Yeah, I got the Huck set. You get the repinning, the pinning shoe, which you use to hold all the driver pins in, turn the core upside down, slide your pinning shoe in, pull your core out with all your pins in it, replace the pins, whatever, slide it back in. This is actually one where you can actually slide that in, pull your pinning shoe out, and then as you turn it, pull your pinning shoe out to lock all your pins into place. And then you can release one pin at a time with that curve as you turn it around inside of there. Or, put one pin back in at a time when you're repinning it. This thing is, it's not useful for lock sporters, I can tell you now. It's definitely not a tool for a lock sporter. It's more of a locksmith's, it is a locksmith's product. This one, that's why I thought I wouldn't tell you, but I'll be nice. So I was actually just sent the plans for this, and this is something I won't be selling. Only because, as I was saying, it is not useful for lock sporters, to be honest with you. I keep getting some people viewing and then dropping off. That mustn't be interesting enough. Wow. Me not interesting? That's interesting. So yeah, as I was saying, this is more for locksmiths. It's actually a repinning tool. It's actually for screen doors, not sliding doors, flywire doors, as we call them here in Australia. There's all the bloody flies. So this is actually a repinning tool for them. So what you would do, there's actually Bulletproof Designs that sent me this yesterday. I just printed it all out today. It took 8 hours, just over 8 hours to print this freaking tiny little thing. But with this, what you do is you place all your pins and your springs and everything when you repin a flywire door. You know, the actual Euro locks that sit in them. You can take the top caps off, you know, pull it out. So what you do is you put all of your pins and your springs for both sides in here. And then you put your lock in here with actually the top of the lock taken off, which is the cap that sits over it. You unscrew it. And then you close your top half. And then you can go like that and tap it. Hopefully all your pins and your springs will all drop down into the actual corresponding cylinders. And then you can take this off, take the lock out, and then just put the cap back on. So it makes it a lot faster to repin two sides rather than one pin at a time, like I did when I wish I had this when I did the re-key job in the house the other week, the one I got some videos of. This would have been so much easier. Would have made my life easy with this. So it's more of a locksmith's product. So if there's locksmiths that are interested, you can hit me up, email me, darkartsoftware@gmail.com, or through the website. You can contact me and let me know, you know, if you're interested for locksmiths for this product. Because as I said, lock sporters aren't going to use this. This is more of a locksmith product. And definitely going to come in handy for me doing rekeys. So, but one of them screen doors are easy because you undo the screw on the top, and there's a big cover that takes up, you know, either side. You pull it off, takes up the whole top, and then you just dump all your pins out and put new pins in, close it all up, and then you're good to go. Hey, Ronald! So yeah, that's what I've been printing today, and that one for the locksmiths took over 8 hours. I can't speak. Another question I wanted to ask: what's the lighting like for you now? You know, the layout yesterday. You saw the video. Is the lighting better than at the old place for videos? I mean, I think it is personally, but these are the guys that watch it. I only briefly watch bits and pieces while I edit the videos. I never really sit there and watch a whole length of my videos because I hate listening to myself. I'll go through and edit it once. I'll listen through and edit it once, but I don't rewatch it afterwards after I've edited it. But yeah, what do you think of the lighting down on the bench there? I'm trying to get, you know, a hell of a lot better lighting. I'm running 3 lights on that tiny little bench, whereas at the old place, using that desk, I had 1 light on one side, 1 light and 2 lights on the other side. You know, so there's only lights coming from either side, whereas now I've got lights and the angle of it as well. So it's a much better angle for you, seeing the reverse side of the desk. I've kind of worked out with the picking, it's going to be a lot better. A lot better. I'm sounding like a freaking Aussie, something shocking now. A lot better. Because I've just been recording the videos for the course online. So the online courses are now in the works. They are now getting done, all the videos and stuff like that. So starting off with the beginners courses, then I'll dive into, you know, very beginner basic intro into lock picking. Then we're going to dive into all the cool fun shit. As to the prices for them, I'm not sure yet, but depending on how well the online courses go, fingers crossed the online courses work really well. Then I'm going to start doing the in-person courses, like in-person training. So this big table, which we got a name because I ain't got a bloody name for it yet. I think I said that in a video, but I'm not sure. Just like we got to name a few things. So this table in the middle here I'm going to get a couple of stalls to sit around it so people can come around. We can pick some locks and have some fun. Like meetups in here. And also once, as I say, with the courses, I can set the gazebo up literally just outside the door here, and some tables outside. I'm turning that the wrong bloody way. Some tables outside and run courses and training outside when the weather's nice, not when it's pissing down the rain, of course. But yeah, I can sit probably like 6 people around this table and we all pick and have some fun. Alright, Tool Club. No, I don't know if I should. So, I was really thinking about joining the Australian Tool. Oh shit, my knee just went. The Australian Tool chapter. But, yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm still, humming and ahhing about it. On the upside, and I think I said it in the last live stream I did, I'm not sure. Might have been talking to somebody about it, actually. Fingers crossed. Really, let's keep our fingers crossed. That OzSecCon, I think I was talking to Dons about it. And Daryl, I was chatting to Daryl the other day. The guy who did the website and all that. So go and hit him up if you're after a website. Freaking awesome bloody guy. He's working flat out. He hasn't stopped. He hasn't had a holiday in like 3 years, so he's taken a week off soon. So hit him up for a website and make the bugger work even more. He's doing training and security courses and stuff like that. So he's been going from like where he lives down to Melbourne, up to Canberra, back to Melbourne, here back to where he lives, not here, and then back up to Canberra. So make the bugger work. And, run his own business as well. His own businesses. So, yeah, I was actually thinking I was talking to him about it as well. OzSecCon might, and I mean might, fingers bloody crossed, be up and running next year. They might run it next year, 2023. So, cross every bloody thing that we can actually get OzSecCon running. I am working my ass off at the moment, rattling my brain something shocking, which isn't good with the medication I'm on, because I'm now up to 300 milligrams of Lyrica, which is the highest dosage on it, and that shit, even you ask anyone that's been on it, it fries your brain something shocking. You walk around like half asleep all friggin' day. Kind of like spaced out, like you're drunk, like you're high kind of feeling. And it's got big writing, do not mix with alcohol. So I'm on it twice today, so I'm going to have a drink now. I haven't had any since this morning. That's what I'm telling myself anyway. So yeah, at the moment I'm rattling my brain, trying to come up with a lecture to hopefully get in to do, because they're after people to do talks there. Presentations on stuff, so I'm trying to work out something so I can get in and do a presentation, lecture, talk at OzSecCon. And even if I can't get in to do that, I might try and get in to do some training. So I'll be there teaching people, some basics on lock picking, or something interesting, something cool in a training setup kind of thing. Or if I can't do that either, even though I'm chatting to the guys that run it, fingers crossed I'll be able to afford to go and just rock up and have a bloody good time with everyone. And anyone that goes to it can meet me. And that's the thing, I can't just do a talk, like, this is how you pick a lock, or friggin', this is how you copy a key from a photo. They don't want those kind of talks because they've been done, and 90% of the people that actually go to like OzSecCon are all security professionals and fully trained locksmiths and stuff like that. So they want something cutting edge, new, exciting, something that hasn't been done before, which is really hard because everything's been freaking done. But yeah, hopefully And as I said to the guy who's running, I'm like, even if I just can go to it, as me, I probably won't wear my hat. I might wear my hat, I might not, who knows. I always wear my bloody hat. But just rock up and just, you know, go around and look. Just to see how many people freaking recognise me. He should pop in and say... Oh, anyway, say hello. You're talking about Daryl Dons. Sorry, I'm just catching up on comments. Yeah, Lyrica, yeah, it's fun. But I'd rather be on it than the amount of freaking nerve pain I was going through on my shoulder. Do a Baofeng video. Baofeng, yeah, between my freaking shoulder, my right shoulder, the nerve pain, we don't know if it's a damaged nerve or a pinched nerve or something else. Could be something else growing there, we're not sure. Or something down in the area. Yeah, Dazza. Between that and my freaking right knee, with the very possible chance that I've torn the meniscus in my right knee. So I've been on crutches for long distance, walking stick for short distance, and got a knee brace on. But it's been like 3 weeks since I actually done it, so it's healing. I don't know if I need surgery or not. That's what I'm going to find out in the MRI tomorrow. But I can walk on it all right for a few steps, and all of a sudden it just goes and gives in on me, or I get a tremendous amount of pain shoot through the spot, and then yeah. So 1 minute it's fine, next minute it's like you to me. So I better get into why I'm in here at the moment. So the reason why this toolbox that you saw in the photo and the sitting down here, the reason why this is here, and I might actually lift it up onto the big white bench, which we've got to find a name for that. We also got to find a name which I'm going to actually, once it gets named, I'm going to print out the names with my label maker, which is labeled label maker, so I don't forget, and stick them on there so we know what they're called. So we need to name that shelving unit there, which has some padlocks and some bits and pieces on it, mainly Eurolocks and stuff that I collect. And this one here that's got all my keys and tools and stuff on it. We've got to come up with names for them that's not Nakatomi Plaza because Jason stole it. Oh, and if anyone actually hears from Jason or speaks to Jason, who we're watching right here, tell him to watch this video. Because I just watched the video he did on impact drivers and shit like that, so like, yeah, no. What do I do that for? And he's saying he doesn't like them. I had to use this to remove the toolbox out the back of my ute. So, but no, I use a drill for everything as well. I don't really use this. As I said, it's only for, yeah, removing the toolbox out the back of my ute. So yes, this toolbox was in the back of my ute. And before it hits midnight, it's actually my daughter's birthday today. She's 9. They grow up too bloody fast. They really bloody do. So yeah, it's Roxanne's birthday today. So I know she doesn't watch my videos, but happy birthday, Roxy. And anyone else whose birthday it is today. Shelf 1. Yeah, make it something, you know, original Dons, not shelf 1 and shelf 2. S1 and S2. Right, now I've got to try and lift this toolbox up. This is going to be fun. Right, Shadow? I keep finding phone cat cables, cat 5. I keep finding these everywhere. I've got like 5 of them sitting over there. Keep finding them everywhere. And I haven't got any freaking use for them. I might just send someone a random parcel with a cat cable in it. Someone that orders something off the website, I might just send them a cat cable in the parcel. Speaking of something that I might send out, I'm really thinking about it. I've got the red copper. You can kind of see in the Adventurer 3C printer just there. I've got the red silk copper, which was the one I'd used for those repinning Duven-Malakis. If I put them up on the website, I'm going to call it a repinning Duven-Malaki. And I was really curious to see, because I carry one every day. I sell them, as you know, and I carry one every day. The Pocket Reapers. I sell them in this sparkly grey, kind of see-through-ish. I'm like, I wonder what would it look like printed in red copper silk. So I printed one in red copper silk, and I kind of dig it. It looks really freaking cool. Shiny. Like, it just looks awesome. It really does. So I might throw this in a parcel to a random person that orders stuff. I gotta send 2 parcels out tomorrow because I just had a guy from the fire brigade up in Queensland. He's been looking for common keys for non-destructive entry for the CFA up there. And he came across my video on bump keys, the Aussie 5 bump keys, and he sent me an email saying, I know you did a video on them. Is it possible that I could buy a set off you? And I'm like, mate, check out your website. I sell them. So he actually just ordered some. So I just cut them. The thing cleared today. So I cut them. They're all cut, buffed, and stamped and ready to go. I've got to throw in a few nuts rings, castration rings to send out with it because he's asking where he can get some from. I said I always send some out with the parcels, with the bump keys. I have knives and bows. I don't need a shotgun. And I have Shadow, who's a bit lonely at the moment because that pain in the ass cat's not here. Where is he? He's hiding down there. Just outside the door. He's actually been hanging out with me in here all the time. Shadow, come and say hello. Me? Yeah, he's a bit lonely because the pain in the ass cat isn't here, which is kind of good. So yeah, he ordered a set, and hopefully, I know he'll like them. Not beats up myself or anything. I know he'll dig them. They're, good quality keys. Hopefully get a couple more orders out of them. Because not being able to work at the moment has literally destroyed my income. That's why I'm spending money I shouldn't be. So I'm trying Shadow. Up onto here. So this is a toolbox. What is it? It's the length is 1050mm, width is 365mm, and height is 392mm. And it's a Rhino. It's made in Australia. They're actually really good bloody toolboxes. They are fantastic. I know because this thing's been beat in the back of the ute. So yeah. It is now coming out of my ute. It was all screwed in right up because, I may look young, if I hide all my grey hairs. I may look young. But this was right up near the cab of the ute and stuff like that. And, I'm not young anymore, and it's killing me to climb in the back of the ute, all the way up the back of the ute to get to the toolbox, open that, pull shit out that I need, then shut it and climb all the way back out. So, you know, Rhino being a bloody good brand, I might actually just sit this out the back, on the back veranda, and the kids can put all their freaking toys and stuff in it to keep it all together. Then I can lock it, or I might keep it in here, or I might sell it. I don't know. Probably flog it off for like $50. It'll go like that. Yeah, it is a good. Where's Blaze at? Blaze is doing night shift. So I've got some tools and shit in it that was literally. This is the shit that was in the toolbox when I grabbed it out the back of the ute. As Don was saying about last time, I actually do keep a baseball bat in the toolbox in the back of the ute, just in case. But that won't be going in the new one. I can tell you that now. Shadow just barked, and he never barks. He never barks. Which is really weird. He literally never barks. What are you barking at? Nothing out there, mate. Yeah, he just barked right up at the front gate. There's nothing out there. Bit strange. Yeah, I'm not going to put the baseball bat in the new one because I need to be able to put tools in there for locksmith jobs and stuff like that. The funnel and hose when I have to get fuel into the car when I'm out and about bush bashing or something like that. Or when fuel's really cheap, I normally fill up like one or two my big jerry can, and then I'll just top up the car using that. Especially if I'm going on a really long drive somewhere, and like say from here to I don't know, over towards South Australia. You know, some of the places there the fuel's really ridiculously expensive, so just top up with that on the way. Makes sense, saves money. That will be going across into the new one. Something I do carry all the time in my utes is a fire extinguisher. You never know. Best to be safe than sorry. If I'm going to, challenge someone to a duel, I got some gloves where I can, challenge them to a duel. Always comes in handy. This is mainly for working with the ropes or anything like that. These are just large. I'm like, why are they really hard to get on? I've got extra large in my other toolbox, toolkit over there. I've got my big hydraulic jack. I literally have like an electric hydraulic jack. Because the jack that come with my ute is this one. And even at its maximum height, it's still this far away from the bottom of the ute. So I have an electronic jack. So I'll put it under, hook it up to the battery, slide it under the ute where I need to, and then press a button and it lifts it up. And it's a big high one. It's made for four-wheel drives and shit like that. So little bottle jacks in a freaking ute is useless. Really is. But what's this? Toolkit. A little toolkit always comes in handy. It's literally only a cheap one, like it really is the bloody super cheap, friggin' nasty toolkit. But in a bloody pinch, when you're stuck in the middle of nowhere, or you're like me, you go bush bashing, and stuff like that, it just helps to have a toolkit in the back of your car. Even a, everyday, like, say, Dana's bloody Nissan Micra. Yeah, even having one in the back of that will always come in handy. And I've just dropped down the 3 viewers. Cool. Jumper cables for when you leave your roach clip at home. Another funnel great for putting oil in your car or coolant so you don't spray it everywhere. A rag. A mini little air compressor that's nearly as old as I am. With little pressure gauge and tyre. Shit. I'm going to have to replace that hose, I think. Yep, it's got cracks in it, so I'm going to have to replace that hose. Yeah, tyre little thingy. There's a little air compressor like this. It's not enough to pump up your tyre, but to get you out of trouble, it's enough. Puts enough air in it to be able to, go a little bit further. But since that's got fucking cracks in the hose, there, I'm going to have to replace that hose or just replace the whole compressor. I might just buy a new compressor. That's not even, I don't even buy that. Glow stick, what's that doing in there? Oil rags. Persuasion bar, always comes in handy. Yeah, I always carry tools in. I mean, as I said, I go off-roading a little bit for fun and shit, so a little shovel, collapsible, foldable shovel, gets you out of trouble. All the tools to lower the tyre down, the spare tyre, which is actually sitting in the backyard over there, because I've got to get the puncher fixed and then replace the tyres. Yeah, it's one of the ones that's up under the friggin' tray, the ute, so you got to wind it all the way down. So yeah, that's the tools for that. Which has got to go back in the ute. I've got to get my spare tyre bloody fixed. Another chemical light. These haven't been used. Good. They haven't been cracked. No. That is a good thing. Because in an emergency you need lights, they come in handy. So you can buy the actual big chemical lights, but if you want to save yourself a few bucks, the party lights, but the really thick ones, like they sell for raves and shit in the party section or the birthday section in the supermarkets. If you get the really thick ones, they work just as well. And they're a bit cheaper. Whereas the other ones, they charge you like $7 to $10 each. You can buy a pack for them for that. Tire iron. A spare respiratory mask. A for smoking shit, not smoking. For when the job calls for it. My universal key for smaller locks. Ones that will fit in there about the width of my finger. Yeah. Put glow sticks in the glove box. Honestly. If you're stuck somewhere, you can't use a lighter or a match or anything like that because there's gas around. You can't use a torch because, say the batteries go flat or something like that, and you want something to be able to see, glow, show your location. It's going to last quite a couple of hours, like quite a few hours. glow sticks are freaking awesome because, again, as I was saying, you can't, if there's gas around, you can't light a cigarette lighter, or, you know, your phone's not going to last forever. Save the battery in your phone for calling for help. You know, you save your torch as much as possible because it's a really bright signal. So if you need to get a signal out to a plane or something like that, use your friggin' torch for that. Not glow stick. Glow stick you can use for looking around, seeing around you. So, little tip. But yeah, my universal padlock key for small padlocks. Although, and of course, oil for your 710. Another thing that comes in handy. Now, this doesn't fix stupid, unfortunately. It fixes a lot of things. It doesn't fix stupid. But it muffles the sound a little bit. I'm talking about duct tape. 1,000 mile an hour tape. Always have a bloody roll of this on hand. The amount of cars I see driving around Ballarat here with friggin' duct tape holding shit together. And a little multi-tool that I always carry in the back of my toolbox. This one has a little axe if I need to make a small fire or something like that. You know, split some kindling or wood for that. A little, just, yeah, it's like a cheap Kmart freaking multi-tool thing. A little saw to cut some sticks off. You know, a file with a fish scaler. Little knife, and a Phillips screwdriver. But yeah, I mean, it's got a little head here, but I wouldn't go using that. Just a tiny little thing to keep on hand. Again, if you're stuck, you know, like me, you go bush bashing, you get stuck in the middle of nowhere. So this, your glow sticks, your duct tape, and your baofeng, and you'll be right. It's all good. Don's a call out for you. Which, Don's and I video called him the other day and we were chatting. And I hope you went shopping and didn't get bloody Maccas. So yeah, we were video chatting the other day and stuff like that, and he's blaming me and going off at me pretty much for getting him interested in radios. So now he's off buying freaking radios instead of locks. Gonna have to change his name from Don's Locks to Don's Radios and Locks. Right, so now that's empty. So yeah, as I was saying, I'm not getting young. I'm not young anymore. I'm getting older. And it's killing me crawling in and out the back of the ute, right in and right out, right in and right out. So I've purchased some new tool boxes that's going to go in the back of the ute. To replace this one, I bought two to replace one. And the ones I've actually purchased, I'm picking them up tomorrow. Oh, have fun with them test on the weekend, mate. So the two toolboxes I've bought to replace the one are the ones with drawers. So it literally it'll take up the whole bed of my ute. It'll take up from the cab right to the tailgate, pretty much. They're like 110, these are like 130 something centimeters long, which will take up the length of the ute. So that, you know, they'll take up the whole length, but they've got drawers that pull out, and they're only like 30 centimeters something tall. Hey Daryl, your ears must have been burning, bro. We were just talking about you. Just before we were chatting about you. So yeah, get rid of the big junky boxy toolbox that takes up, you know, it's hard to get in and out. So yeah, I've bought two ones with drawers, and you know, they're a lot lower than this thing, so I can still put, even though they take up the whole bed of my ute, I can still put shopping and other shit on top of it. So yeah, 2 drawers, which all bad, I hope. Maybe. So yeah, I'm gonna film with the tools and everything. Because I mean, going doing locksmith's jobs and trying to climb in the back here to get the tools, or just having stuff sit in the back of my ute body sliding around for this crazy prick driving, is a bit hard. So yeah, that's why I ended up buying some new toolboxes and why I'm getting rid of that one. On the upside, the 2 new ones I picked up for $50, which is freaking cheap for what they are. But then I can put a lot of my tools that I use in there for locksmith jobs and stuff like that. So, plus the extra tools that I carry in the back of my ute. So, let's see. No, not all bad. Don's was saying you should call in and say hi next time you're up that way, Daryl. So I said you've been travelling up and back and up and back. I may or may not have told people that since you're flat out and busy working your ass off non-stop, because I said I was on the phone to you the other day, so I told them to go get a website done for you, since you're not working enough. I'm not that much of an asshole, I swear. Did you fix the door? Which door? That one? Or the one of the laundry you see me with the travel hook go boom and open? Only because the deadbolt wasn't engaged. This door I didn't really fix. I'm not really allowed to because we're renting. But where it was splitting in half, I nailed the shit out of it. So I put nails in across the top, down the side there where the boards were splitting apart, both front and back. And where the 2 pieces in the middle were coming out, put a few staples in to hold it. So it's dodged. It's not fixed, it's dodged up. But, it's got the latch thingy on the outside to put a padlock on. So I've got a padlock on that at the moment. Well, it's actually sitting in here somewhere. Shit, where is it? Oh, your pocket? No? Yes, it is in my pocket. So I've got a little Avis padlock on it. Holding it locked and shut, so yeah. It's not fixed, but it'll do. It'll do, donkey. So yeah. Workshop is all set up now. Now I've just bought a massive freaking toolbox. But I literally have everything set up. So my TV, which only Netflix doesn't work on Wii U anymore. They got rid of it, but I only use it for YouTube anyway to catch up on videos. 3D printers are all set up, running. Shelving is all over there, which I still might buy another one of those shelving units. They're only like $40. And do what I did with the one along here where I left it in half instead of stacking it on top of each other. And just put it across that back section under the window there to store more shit because I need more storage. My repinning station just here is all set up, good to go. You've all seen the new videoing workbench area. Daryl, I'm in the process. I've done the first few. I've just got to go through and edit them all. Of the videos for the course. I'm starting off with the intro into lock sport or lock picking, the basics, which I might just do as a free course. Then the other ones will cost. The basics, I don't really, go into a whole lot of detail. It's only a couple of videos. Just so people understand the basics of how a lock works and how we can pick a lock and stuff like that. And a couple of basic methods of picking. Scrubbing rakes, kinetic rakes, rockers, and the basic principles of single pin picking. So yeah, finally got my finger out to the workbench set up to go. I got the other shelving unit over here, so all my key cutting section is set up. All my keys are out so I can see what's going on. My RFID copying. Well, my RFID tags are over there. My tools are down there, which most of them will be going in the toolbox in the back of the ute for jobs. All my hacking equipment and stuff like that, training gear is all down there, which I still got to get in contact with bare bones lockpicks once I get the in-person training organised and the meetups. I'm going to organise my training picks all through them and use them through them. And those of you that saw the post I put up the other day, the community post, and I said about new thing I was playing around with, yeah, it was a lockpick gun. 3D printed lockpick gun. I've had mixed things with it, only because after a little while it kind of hurts your finger. Compared to a traditional snap gun, which, you know, like snap gun is literally just, and it snaps. Do it repeatedly, quite easy. Your hands don't get sore doing that, but this one, the 3D printed one, you kind of pull down on that side and let go, and it flicks and hits the needle, causes the same thing. You know, it's, yeah, kind of hurts your fingers a bit, or your thumb after a while. So yeah, it hurts your thumb after a little while. Is that frozen? Yeah, it's loading. Okay. So yeah, after a little while, it kind of hurts your thumb when you're doing this repeatedly. But for a little play around, you know, 3D printed snap gun, the only bits of metal in the whole thing is the picking needle, which is literally the small wiper inserts. So pretty much doesn't cost you anything. The power that's actually drives the hammer up to snap it, and I'll tell you what, it gives quite a good bloody snap, is lacquer band. So it's lacquer band powered. So I'm trying to get a good view. So lacquer bands here, you pull down on this bit on the inside, little thumb section just here, and then you let go, and the 3D bands push it up fast, snaps, hits into the needle, which has, you know, flops around in there. So the more power you want, the more lacquer bands you put on it, but the harder it is to pull down with your thumb and let go. And you're meant to put, you know, 2 screws in here, but you can't put a real one. I might send you one, Dons. Yeah, you're meant to put some nuts and bolts in here to hold it together, but I thought, you know, I could do that, I suppose. I mean, it's holding together as it is, like now. But lacquer bands break, and if you need to add more, take some off, you can always, all I did was put extra lacquer bands on the handle just here, and it holds it all together. So there's literally the only piece of metal in this whole thing is the wiper insert. And one of the things is you're pulling down on this 3D printed bar in the middle here, and you're letting go, and it's banging up and hitting into the needle with quite a bit of force. So you end up damaging and putting a dent and wearing out the top of this actual slide on the inside here. So all I did, and I'll pull this apart so you can actually see. Since I saw that toolbox and told you why I removed that toolbox and getting a new one. 3D pins holding together. Yeah, lacquer bands, I mean, it makes sense to carry extra lacquer bands on it. For if you need to up the power or take some off or they break. Which I think the old rule is, if you keep lacquer bands in the fridge, or is it the freezer? Might be, yeah, the fridge, they last longer. Little fact for you. It's from the movie Harvey Crumpet. So literally just cheap lacquer bands. So yeah, it's 3 parts, 2 sides of the gun, which I'm just pulling off here. So that is literally our picking arm. So if it snaps, easy to replace, cheap to replace compared to buying heaps of needles. You have 1/2 of your picking gun, the other half of the picking gun, so as you saw, and the slide that's in the middle. The only thing that I didn't show you was on the top just here. So I actually took a piece of government steel, instead of making a pick with it, I took a little piece off that was the right size. I kind of ground it down. You got to shape file this down because my printer prints such tight tolerances that bit of a, you know, quite stiff in there, so I have to shave down the sides of this a little bit and file that out and clean it all up really nicely to get this to glide really smooth in there. So literally all I did was super glued a piece of metal, government steel, a thin piece of metal, just on the top of the actual sliding hammer part, just so that that's what hits the metal wiper insert instead of the plastic, which is going to break and damage over time. This will last a hell of a lot longer, and adds a little bit more force to it. So it's quite easy to put together. I mean, yeah, metal, if you put titanium on here and a titanium bit in there, more than likely you could walk through a metal detector and it wouldn't go off. Because I've been told that titanium usually doesn't set off metal detectors. Don't quote me on that, I'm not 100% sure. That's what I heard. Hey Chris Capoon. But yeah, so that slides up and down in there. So you got the metal quite nicely. And to put your gun together is quite easy. You literally just, those 2 pieces together. Drop one on the floor. Ugh. Take your picking needle, slide it through the one way through the front of your other half of the gun, because it only goes in one way. Stick it into the little notch that's cut out just at the back end of the gun, just here to hold it. Slide the 2 pieces together, and your needle just flops around in there, as you can see, and sticks out. The back of the gun just here a little bit, flops around, and then you have your slide. So you literally just take a couple of lacquer bands. I normally fold them in half. You can always see these ones wearing out. Slide them over your gun. I was thinking about putting this up as a product to sell, but I don't think so, because I don't think many people will be interested in a 3D printed gun. Now I'll just take my extras that I'm not using and put them on the end of the gun here. Oh, Don, you reacted to me post on Facebook. And you're ready to go. So, I mean, it works. Oh, yeah, on and off. Let me grab a lock and we'll see if we can get it to work. How's it going, Chris? Let's find one. Let's try this. It's a 6-pin, the Federal Super 520C. Very first lock I ever picked. 6-pinner, standard pins. And let's grab a tension wrench. This one should do it. Thing is, it's only this pick is only designed for right-handed people. So, hey, GK man. Yeah, it's designed for left-handed right-handed people. So for left-handers, it's a bit hard. We'll just see if we can actually pop open this 6-pinner. Go for a reset. It's already hurt me bloody thumb. I thought I got it then, but it was actually a tension wrench slipping. Probably should have gone for something a bit easier, shouldn't I? Ow, that's already killing my bloody thumb. It's the only downside to this. Get in there. Right. Doesn't want to work on that. Try an iconic deadbolt that I got sitting there. Which I had to go and buy some wood for the in-person training and meetups. I'm going to install some of these because they're quite easy for people. I'm going to install the deadbolts and what happened to my leg? Here's the LPP. Here's the Oh, legless off picker. What's going on, mate? I've torn the meniscus. More than likely, I've torn the meniscus in my right knee. So I've got a knee brace on at the moment. I'm on crutches for long distance and walking stick. I got an MRI tomorrow afternoon at 6 o'clock, which is going to cost me $500 to find out how bad the damage is, if it's healed, which is feeling better than it did when I did it about 3 weeks ago. By the time you get in, so yeah, I'll find out if I need to have surgery or what's the go. But yeah, not fun. Alright, let's just try this little bloody iconic deadbolt. As I say, I'm going to buy some wood, kind of like Bob, sitting up in the back corner there. Yeah, I'm going to set this up. Deadbolts and key and knobs, or knob sets for people to practice, so it's actually more realistic upwards kind of positioning rather than comfortable in a vice resting your arms down for the COVID entry class or COVID entry method classes and stuff like that. Alright, let's test this 3D printed pick gun on an iconic deadbolt, which it should bloody open. Oh, look at that. We got an open. So it does work. It might just be me. I might not be doing it right. Who knows? I have to say about these iconic deadbolts. Not all of them that I've done this on, then they work. But I need a wheelchair. Tempted. But I thought it might be a cool video at a much later stage sometime. Why is it still loading? Much later stage. I was thinking about doing a video of hiding lockpicks or tools, covert entry tools, inside of a walking stick or crutches. I thought it'd be kind of a good video to do. Do you need my wheelchair? Wait, I gotta fix this because this is annoying the shit out of me. Why is that not loading? Dana, stop Snapchatting me. I'm doing a live. Dana, oh no, she doesn't look at the security cameras. No internet connection. Bullshit. I know there is internet connection because I've connected it all up. Let's check the settings. Something might have gone wrong. This Wii U is pretty bloody old. I don't think anyone plays games on it anymore. I think they shut down a lot of the servers. But yeah, as I was saying, one of the keys, it looks like a bump key, but it's not. It's got little bumps in between them. And it slightly varies, goes upwards. This is from the Fairbanks kit, or it might be the Snake keys, something like that. They're designed as little, like, you know, rake and try out keys for locks. I copied one. And I showed in the video, I think it was, these keys. And I was saying, like, you go, oh, it's not going to do it now. The actual video I did, where take the key in. There we go. Pretty much like just bump it open in a way. Yeah. Not all locks you can do this on. For some reason this one you can. And it's probably because of the bitting. Let me have a look at this bitting. Oh yeah. Almost a bump key. I think there's a hell of a lot of difference between these two keys. But kind of like that guy that's on YouTube doing the shorts at the moment. You know, where he does stuff like that. And yeah. But I've noticed all the videos he does, he's like, this is the Master Lock 140, you know, and just sticks a pick in, slams a pick in, and it opens. And I'm watching him, I'm like, you know what, he's actually, I follow him, I subscribe to him. I'm like, you know, he makes it look really, really cool. He's bringing a whole new crowd of people, because these videos get a feckload of views. I mean, a shite load of views. He's bringing a whole new, you know, crowd of people into lockpicking and lock sport. You know, kind of like Lockpicking Lawyer. I think his videos probably actually get even more views than Lockpicking Lawyer because shorts are the new in thing. But the reason why he's making his videos look so impressive is because he's literally doing locks such as like a Master Lock 140, which we know you can use a comb pick to pick to defeat it, and literally you can stick anything in there for a split second and the thing will pop open. They're just designed poorly. We all know that they're like, you know, a lock you give someone and when they first want to learn how to pick a lock, you throw them one of them because they go boom and open it with no skill, no knowledge or anything. It's the locks he's using. He's using a Master Lock 141. He's using, you know, Master Lock number 3s. He's using the locks that you get beginners to pick. And literally sticking a pick in it and going, voila. You know, it's open literally in a split second. You know, this is the new pick with superior pick resistance. You know, he smacks the pick down in it, pulls the pick back out like a short half diamond or something like that. You know, it does a kinetic attack on it using a half diamond. Boom. You know, and then throws his pick and sticks it into a cardboard cutout on the back of his desk. You know, and people are like, oh, it's all edited, it's all fake. You know, it's not. Yeah, you never see the inside of a lock either. You know, he's just using locks that we know and give beginners that are first learning to pick a lock. He's using them to make his videos look so like he's got an amazing skill. You know, I'd give him an American lock, or I'd give him a acid twin or a bi-lock. You know, I've picked the bi-lock. I've picked one of them. Unfortunately, I haven't got it on camera because every time I try to get it on camera, it does not want to bloody cooperate. You know, the pack lock, I'll give them that, or you know, some of the higher security locks, the Miwas. I had a guy I was talking to. He was impressed that I picked a Miwa lock. You know, he's like, "Wow, that's a bloody high security lock, and you've picked it." I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "That's pretty impressive." I'm like, "No, it's not. It's just a freaking lock." You know, give him one of them, and he wouldn't be able to do a 60-second video on that. I tell you that now. Well, let's do a connection test, see what's going on. Like, literally, he is finding, or for example, you know, it is connected. Come on, connected internet. You know, I can go, oh, it's an Abus. Everyone knows the brand Abus is a high, you know, they're a good lock. I can literally take one. I haven't picked a lock in bloody months. I've been so focused on, you know, doing locksmith jobs and work and stuff like that. I literally haven't had time to sit down and pick anything. I've been too busy, you know, just bypassing locks and shit like that. You know, taking a lock. Dana, stop bloody Snapchatting me. Something that's easy, you know, making it look super bloody difficult. It's like, dude, it's not, you know. Oh, this is an Abus. People go, oh, Abus. Abus is a good brand. They do really good quality locks. You know, high security locks. Oh, wow. And he's just like literally sticking anything into it, you know, jiggle it around for a second, pull it back out. You know, and he's got the lock freaking open. As I said, I haven't picked the lock in that bloody long. It's not funny. I think the last time I picked the lock was actually on camera, and I don't know who wants to go back through my videos and find when that was. Yeah. I was actually just watching a lock noob video the other day. See, it's connected to the internet. It's fine. And he was saying, you know, if you don't use it, you lose it. I'm like, shit, I better get back into picking. I'm probably like Dons and can't even pick anything more than a master lock. Oh, there we go. You know. It's just, yeah, once you start doing jobs and stuff like that, yeah, I haven't even sat down and picked the lock. So, let's actually see if I can open up this buy lock on camera. If I can find the bloody thing. Here it is. It's not the one you gave me, Dons. This one was actually, it's quite old now. It's from Funky Monkey. It's the very first buy lock I was ever given, or ever got. They come from Funky Monkey. And I haven't been able to take the core out because when I tried to, I picked it and I went to take the core out and it wouldn't come out. I couldn't work out how. And then I turned it, I think it was upside down. I'm like, oh shit, you know, now it's stuck. I can't get it to go anywhere. It won't turn. So I'm messaging Funky Monkey. I'm like, how the hell do I get this back around to normal? And there's actually a photo. If you follow me on Instagram, there's a photo of this open being picked. For that guy, you never see the inside of like it just pops open. Yeah, it slaps around. I mean, not only is he using really easy locks, and I'm not picking on the guy. I admire the guy because he's bringing in a lot of bloody views to lock sports and lock picking, which is fantastic. I wish we had more people, bringing this sport to the world. I think it's absolutely fantastic what he's doing. Someone wants to send me a message on Instagram. Okay, I'll answer you later, mate. I think it's absolutely fantastic what he's doing. I really admire him for it. I don't want to watch my live stream on there. That'd just be weird, wouldn't it? Wait up. Let's have a look. We'll see what comes up. We'll see if we can do that whole... continuous thing going on. Oh, it's starting. Oh, shit. You're right, Shadow. It's starting. It's starting. It's starting. Look. It's almost... What are we now? 1, 2, 3... 4, 5. There's like 5 continuous ones going on there. I might break YouTube. What was it? I remember from the TV show IT Crowd, If you type Google into Google, you will break the internet. Right. What am I doing turning all this shit, taking it all up for when I can literally sit is here and you can see all my grey hairs. Oh, drop down to 6. People must have cracked shits with me for something. Spin yours around this way. And then point yours down. And hopefully we'll be in the right position. Which I won't know till I'm on the other side of the bench. Yep, shit. I'm knocking stuff flying. What is wrong with me? That might be a bit too much. And we can turn this light around. So we have some pretty good bloody lighting. I might be able to go in that... oh shit, I nearly fell over. In the, what's it called? That, Lockie Awards for good lighting. Best lighting, that's it. Because I'll light up your world like, no, I won't go there. Hoping this is an alright angle. Let's actually move this up a little bit more. That should be a little bit better. Straighten this up. I'm trying to watch it on the TV and on the little screen here. Let me move this order shit out the way. DALP forever, yeah. That's funny. It's like, have you seen the video? There's a video going around. It was on YouTube, I think, and the people have the talking things on their phones, repeating Bob or whatever it's called, and they like set one off, talking to the other one, talking to the other one, talking to each one that gets higher pitched and higher pitched till it's just like a squealing noise. It's freaking hilarious. Now, if I get this Bilock on camera now, I'm going to be pissed because I've been trying and trying and trying. Only because the method I've been using on this thing will give you all a friggin' heart attack if it works. If it actually works, I know for a fact, you old freak. Because of, we all know what a Bilock is. You've got 6 pins either side that correspond and working to a into sidebars. They're a very high security lock. They have a false gate and a real gate. You know, they're not a lock to be laughed at. They're not a lock to, you know, it's not a master lock. I might have to be multi-pick. Where are we? I need this one. This will do. Grabbing me multi-picks out, so you know it's a big thing. A rake. Now, if I rake this bugger on camera, you're all going to freak. And I've only done it, I know I've done it. You know, you'll be like, raking a bilock. What the hell? So let's see if I can actually get this thing. Shit. That's what I didn't want happening. Shows you how light the tension I was holding, because it actually just drops out. Come on. I know I've done this before. Bit more of a turn. Very technical, this method, as you can see. But honestly, what are the chances of raking open a bilock? I mean, what are you doing, Shadow? Felt a little bit more of a turn, but not a whole lot. Just slight. Might be using the wrong pick. I might need to use a wave rake from my covert companion. Not picking on lockpick and lawyer. I actually really do like the wave rakes. They are fantastic. Come on. Whoop, just felt more of a give. They feel like they're all set. I think it's just this side now I've got to try and get. Without breaking me fucking multi-picks. Tell you what, the Germans do make really nice body picks. Alright, I'm scared I'm going to break that because of how much that is catching, so I'm just going to quickly switch over. It's the same, well, one hump less. It's just a triple peak bow guitar from Sparrows, but I don't really care if that one breaks because I got my multi-pick. Just wish I had a key for this. Funky Monkey said I could send it back to him and he'll actually make a key for it. But sorry, Funky Fast Draw Monkeys is called now. About to lose that tension wrench. No. I'm just about to come out. You can kind of see on the bottom, well you can't really see, but on the bottom of this keyway, on the lock here, it's been worn down from how many times I've tried to get this on bloody camera since I first picked it, and it never would work for me. 7:54 AM there. Ah, it is 10:54 here. 10:55 PM. I just hope Jason's alright. I mean, that video about the tornado or whatever it was that was coming his way. Like, shit. I'll check on Twitter later to see if he's posted anything. Jeez. I haven't picked locks in months, and now I'm going to try and fucking get a buy lock. What is wrong with me? Let's see if I can find anything that's holding up. I'm about to lose that tension wrench again. Just trying to see if there's any pin that tornado, that was it. Feeling it give on the core and it's slightly turning, but yeah, literally on Instagram there's a photo of this lock opened with me holding the Bogota in front of it because that's what I used to feed it. Shit. Alright, I'm just going to go for a reset. I don't think it does anything. I'll try the other direction just to see. So I know one side bar pins first because they're offset. Let's go back to my multi-pick. Yeah. I've seen a fellow lost their house to 2 hours ago. Shit. Crap. Drop your dancing wrench. Tell you who would be really happy if I used their pick to pick this would be Killamaru. If I used his unicorn pick, but that thing costs more than the multi-pick set, so yes, this lock is camera shy. It's freaking annoying. I'll try the unicorn, which literally it costs more than a multi-pick set, spring-loaded rake. We'll see. Don't think it's quite got, you know, the enough high and low for this lock. Because, you know, bi-locks have bloody good fitting. And bi-lock, they only have 4 cut depths. So you'd think a lock that would have only 4 cut, much high security, but you know, it's not quite enough high and low. But it really is, like last time I raked this, it literally took me like a second. So I was just like, oh, I gotta get a photo. And then I tried to get it on camera. Do you think I could? Killamurray does, and as I keep saying in the live streams, only because I don't want to put it on real on the normal DALP.com.au cards, which I sign the back of it. And if you actually show off when you order from him, if you show my cards, you get a discount. And if you actually show when you order from my website, and if you send me an email with a photo of your order and a photo of his card, Kilmaroo's business card, which I've got one on the backboard over there, you actually get a... Shit, what was going on with the bloody image just then? That was weird. Buffering. I just noticed that. Oh, because the internet dropped out a little bit this distance. You get a free item in with your order, a free gift. Which, you know, it just depends on what I feel like at the time. Could be a golden or red copper Grim Reaper, or a glow nut, or a Viking rune necklace, or Viking Slim Jim band. Depends on what I feel like throwing in at the time, or what the free gift's going to be at that time. So a little deal we got going with each other. That yeah, I'm now a part of his club thing. So and he's a good friend of mine. I chat to him. But yeah, he makes... Shit, I just dropped that tension wrench again. He makes amazing picks. I've seen the time and effort and stuff he puts into them, and I'll tell you what, it's not like a 5-minute, you know, stamp out or laser cut thing. Like, he's all hand filed, hand ground, handmade. There's like hours and hours. Like that unicorn pick was one of a kind. I've only ever seen him make one other one now. It's a different blade to it though. But for crying out loud. Yeah, bleed into the other universe. Yeah, I don't know what the hell happened then. Yeah, like it's got hours and hours into that pick. It's not just stamped out, multi-produced stuff. Like all of his stuff is individually made. It's just amazing. Right, that's what I mean. This lock is so freaking camera shy. It annoys the hell out of me. This is why I haven't been able to get it on camera. I don't want to, upload like a 3-hour bloody video of me trying to pick a bi-lock. Or rake open a bi-lock. Alright. Go back to the original way I was doing it. And tensioning. Right, so I think it's this side that's binding first. Feels like it. So I'm going to do a trick where I literally put another tension wrench in the side that I'm not going to be picking. Hold the tension on, remove that one so I can rake this side. Oh, Blaze might have been messaging me about residents at work. Yeah, I might try a medium hook. Robert Higgins, he's your way. He's whose way? Sorry, I'm just reading the comments. Whose way? My way or someone else's? I'm going to say I'm in bloody Australia. There's not many pick makers in here, over here. Not where I am anyway, in Victoria. There's, Butcher's Block, there we go, false set on that side. Well, what do you call a false set? Yeah, it depends whereabouts in Aussie. Butcher's Block, I know he makes some beautiful picks. I haven't got any of his yet. I kind of did the deal with him with the 3D printer tray I sent him. It was a trade. You know, I was going to send him some more 3D printed stuff, then he went and freaking got his own one, didn't he? So I'm like, I can't do it. Oh, do you want to trade? I rarely do trades these days. Only because, you know, trying to run a business, I can't just give everything away for nothing. So, oh shit. Freaking hate it when that happens. Now I just lost me bloody fault. So yeah, I did a trade, but I still haven't chosen a pick yet. I should give him a call. I have a habit of calling people. Like Daryl, I called in the other day, a video called Don's. Geez, if you ever want to chat, just give us a call. My phone number's up on the website. Just don't call when I'm doing a live stream because my phone is what I use to do the live streams. Come on. No, I'm not dropping this wrench again. But if you ever want to chat, just call me. As long as I'm not at work. So, after 10 o'clock at night, Victorian time in Australia, you can call. Or before 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And I'll answer the phone, because then I'm not at work. All the weekends, pretty much any time, I'm free. Oh, just felt that core turn a little bit more. Come on, work for me, baby. Because yeah, I'm in Ballarat, which is in Victoria. Australia is quite a big place, unfortunately. You know, we can't just, you know, pop 5 minutes up the road and go, oh, g'day, how you going? To a fellow lock sporter or lock picker. Odd lock worker like me. No calling at 4 a.m. Although I probably will answer if I'm awake. If my meds haven't... All my meds at the moment, as I was saying at Don's, like... the pain meds I'm on and everything and stuff like that. It's like... Lyrica is drowsy. Like, I went and got all my scripts done. And I was looking at them like, you know... Lyrica, drowsy, do not operate machinery or drink alcohol. My normal medication I'm on every day that I take to sleep, that's drowsy. In between the Lyrica is Panadine Forte, which is drowsy. And then I've got my heartburn medication, which isn't drowsy medication, so it's the only thing that's not. So, yeah. Actually, thinking about it, I haven't been able to get this lock open since I turned it the wrong upside down and stuff. So, I don't know if I did something to it, because I haven't been able to get it open since then. Seafood Victoria. Seafood. Or Sea Forward. I think that's down Melbourne way. Whereabouts are you, Sadastic Clicker? Same parcel and stuff, probably over in, I'm guessing, America. Oh yeah, and by the way, the phone number on the website. Yeah, and I don't do that stuff. I used to smoke. I used to smoke a pipe. I used to smoke cigars, tobacco pipe, cigarettes. But I quit all that. I switched to vaping, and then I used vaping to quit cigarettes. And I quit the vape, so I don't take any of that stuff anymore now. I just drink. Come on. This thing is really starting to annoy me now. This is what I meant. It was camera shy. I could never get it on camera, so I gave up trying. It's been sitting on the side since, because it just... I think since I first got it, I'm just... Shit, now I've got my pick stuck in there because I'm doing it the wrong way. Just looked at my TV and it's frozen. Probably like a pin right at the front here somewhere. Yeah, I open when I turn the bloody camera off. Just felt the core turn a little bit more, so I think one side's set. Funky was telling me if one that turns, then usually one side is set. It means the other side just needs to be set. Because these sidebars are offset. It's kind of funny because the maintenance guy at work, when I was in there after taking the medical certificate again the other day, another one for this week. And I would come in on the crutches. He starts laughing. He goes, "Kick the lock, did we?" I'm like, "Yep, a bloody chub." Was on the TV? Me. For some reason, I decided to click on YouTube to watch me live, even though I'm watching it here on the camera, on my tablet, so I've got all the comments. Jeez, this thing is making me look bad. Crap. Oh, I just broke a pick. Shit. Get out of there. Crap. Ah, shit. Hey, there we go. Actually, I know I probably shouldn't, but just in case. Ugh. Heap of shit just come out of that. Let me grab a rag. We'll see if that helps my... possibility of and open. Since I just broke a bloody pick. Oh, heap of brass is coming out of it. And gunk. Look at that. There's all brass all in that. The bench will run sparkly from the blood of the... Yeah, I'll tell you what though. Yeah, rest in peace, pick. But these are the Sparrows picks, the Monstrums, which I reviewed 3 years ago. Something like that. 3 or 4 years, I can't remember now. I have to look back in the video. And I've used these pretty much every single day since then. So I'm talking like 3 years of use and abuse. Except for the last few months where I haven't been able to pick. And I've only broken about 3. Like, that just tells you that, you know, compared to those cheap Chinese fucking honest dong, crappy, clom, bloody rubbish, junk crap, you know, if you buy good quality freaking picks, yeah, they may cost a bit of money, but yeah, whereabouts are you, sadistic figure? Alright, let's see if that actually increases my chances. A little bit of lubrication. Got to lube her up. She's probably dry. A joke I heard off of what was his name? What's his name? Jimmy Carr. One of the comedians I kind of like watching because he's funny, intelligent and funny. He had a joke, something like sweatier than a nun watching porn. Hopefully. A little bit of lubrication, maybe this, you know, maybe this like as sweaty as I'm watching porn, I might actually be able to get it this time. Yeah, no, not yet. I did break a pick though. We lost the pick today. $2.29, bloody hell. Whereabouts are you, Walker? Kind of weird not to see Bulletproof. Normally I see him on here. He's a bloody awesome guy. Let's try speed. Jeez. Slow down, she said. I got stuck in the pins then. $5 a gallon. A gallon's about 4 litres. A gallon's about 4 litres. Jesus Christ. Okay, this thing is... I'm going to give up because this thing is pissing me off. I've got it before, and do you think I can get the freaking thing on camera? I've been nice to you. Gave you a bit of lube before I shoved anything else in you. I go through so much lube, it's not funny. Do I have to stroke you and talk dirty to you? Like, open, you prick. Yeah, as I was saying early when I started the live stream, went and got some fuel in the ute tonight, and gas was $1.99.9 a litre, so $2 a litre, and diesel was the exact same price at the petrol station I went to. I've never seen petrol and gas on the exact same price. Like, never, ever. Oh, that felt a bit different then. Alright, I can't get the pick in that side properly. So let's... That's a realistic video of picking. Yep. That's what I mean, like, as Loch noob and that say, like, you know, a gallon, that gives away you're in America, mate. Yeah, this is a realistic video of picking. It's making me look bad. Especially if, I mean, Funky Monkey, he makes picking bilocks like friggin' look easy. I mean, the chances of raking open a bilock is extremely friggin' slim. I mean, it is very, very, very slim. The chances of it. Like, minute. Like, extremely minute. You're not just going to walk up to a buy lock and go, done. Yeah, even like people don't realise. I saw a friend of mine shared something on Facebook about like the price of 2-minute noodles is going up. They're like, but it's 2-minute noodles. What's that got to do? You know, they're like, oh, because of Russia, 2-minute noodles are going up. I'm like, dude, you do realise that it's not just because of Russia that 2-minute noodles are going up in price. They're not produced in bloody Russia. The price of 2-minute noodles is going up because the price of fuel's going up, and it costs money in fuel to transport 2-minute noodles, to ship 2-minute noodles. So it's not actually directly just all, you know, because of one thing. It's literally, you know, well, everything's going up, exactly. So I put up on Facebook that post and someone said, you know, like, no, there's no money for fun these days. Because, you know, by the time you pay fuel, rent's going up, you know, fuel's going up, food's going up, the wages are staying the bloody same. At least we're going to have two things that we can say to our kids. You know, like, back in our, like this generation now, so back in our day, we had to have punch-ups for toilet paper, and the price of fuel was over $2 a litre. It was ridiculous. Say it to the grandkids, you know, like, people were punching up over toilet paper, flour, bread, and pasta. But yeah, as I said on my post on Facebook, you know, they said no money for fun. I said there's always money for locks and scotch. Which, if I don't get this in like the next 10 minutes, I'm going to throw it and then give up. Yeah, inflation, it's a bitch. Like, the cost of living has increased something like 300%. Cost of living, yeah, has increased 300% since like the 1950s. But the wage, the average wage has not increased since then. So pretty much you work out like how much you got paid per hour back in the 1950s is almost the same as, you know, minimum wage these days. Works out roughly the same. But, you know, cost of living's gone up by 300%, but doubt you could send it to me. I've got to send it to Funky to get him to make a key for it, and then send it back. Right, I give up trying to rake it. Let me find the thicker pick that I possibly won't break. Let's see if we can just... Funky did tell me it's something about if the pin's springy, then it's set, or is it if it's hard it's set? I can't remember. Yep. It's ridiculous. Literally, it is ridiculous. You know, no wonder at the moment, like, I'm just waiting for all the photos up on Facebook. You know, the on the stolen stuff websites and stuff like that on groups where petrol places are putting up photos of people that's filled up and then driven off without paying because they're just not going to be able to afford fuel. And you know, you need fuel to be able to get to work, to take your kids to school, and stuff like that. It's just ridiculous. You know, and people can't afford it. The government, you know, the government turned around and said, "Oh, we're going to give all aged care workers a bonus." You know, for all the hard work they've done. You know how we've all worked through the pandemic, and you know, working in because I work in aged care. It's my day job. Then prostitute locks out for the night. You know, we're going to give them all a bonus. But what they didn't tell us was they're going to take 3/4 of it with tax. So it worked out to, what was it? Less than $1 per week or something like that. They were literally... They're like, oh, we're going to give you money, and then we're going to take 3/4 of it in tax, so you only get $250 out of the possible $800. Yep. Now it's time to buy shares in electric cars. Now, as I said, we're going to go back to bloody horse and cart before too long. Honestly, the way things are going. So yeah, we were supposed to get a bonus of up to full timers up to like $800, and I do 1 day less than full time, and stuff. And yeah, literally got like $250 as my bonus for working through the pandemic every single day. I never once called in sick. You know, we cut off connection with friends, with family. You know, have to get tested constantly. Could barely go to the shops. You know, we were having to wear masks before anyone else was. You know, and they're just like, well, all the hard work you've done and sacrificing, we'll give you a bonus, but we're going to take most of it in tax, and screw you. Like, that's how freaking stuffed up the government is. We need a V for Vendetta. Yeah, wouldn't you hate it if you have to travel far for work and it's back to horse and cart? It's like, yep, can you come in? We're short staffed. Yeah, I'll be there in 2 days' time. I actually kind of like, there's a chemist in town, and they have up photos of people that have stolen, shoplifters, and they actually got all their photos printed out and up on the wall, of people who forgot to pay. I thought it was kind of hilarious. Yeah, I got my push bike. It's kind of funny, you think about it though, like back in the day, everyone owned a horse and cart, and only the rich had horses. Oh no, had cars, sorry. What am I saying? So yeah, only the bloody rich had cars and everyone had a horse and cart. And these days, everyone has a bloody car, and only the rich have horses. Yeah, they got electric scooters here. Those e-scooters, which you can hire. It starts off at like $3, and then it's like 45 cents per minute. So it actually works out. It's more expensive than a taxi. So yeah, they've got the e-scooters here that they've been trialing around town. Some of them got set on fire, as you'd expect. Some drunk people smashed into a few shop windows, shop fronts in town. And stuff like that. I give up. That's way too fucking long on a lock. Yeah, let's not pick in months and then just try and freaking pick a buy lock. What is wrong with me? You know, so yeah, they brought out these e-scooter trials. Some of them got set on fire. Some drunk people broke in the shops, and they're like, right, rules are you have to be over 18, and you gotta be wearing a helmet, and road rules apply. But e-scooters are still illegal, so you cannot buy one yourself. So it's actually illegal for you to own an e-scooter, electronic scooter, here, and ride it on the road or on the footpath. It's illegal. But you can hire these ones for ridiculous prices and ride them around, which I think is kind of bullshit, because I mean, honestly, you know, it's that old saying of, you know, rules for one, rules for another. Yeah. To me, I just think that's bullshit, you know. If it's one, it should be, you know, same rules for everyone. Not just rules for one, some and rules for another. One thing we'll be getting to look at and play around with coming up is how to bypass Digi combo locks. So we're going to be looking into how to do that. So I think the code for this one, yep, that's the code for it. Yep. So we're going to look at how to bypass these with a tool and review a tool for bypassing these. When the locksmith came around the other day and was chatting while he was doing, because I didn't have any mobiliser chips for Blazer's car. When he was doing that and we were talking, he's like, oh, you know, we're going through my equipment in here and stuff. We were out of his ute out of his van. He's like, oh, do you have some of these? I'm like, he goes, they're for bypassing Digi locks. I'm like, actually, I've got two. Different to his ones. His ones were quite strange. I've never seen before, but I kind of like them more than the ones I've got. So I might actually just try and make one like his. Good way to test it. But yeah, these are quite common on shops, on doors to shops, on some government buildings and stuff like that. I've actually seen these on there. to get in, and they're all well and good. I mean, you know, you can have a combination for someone. Hopefully it doesn't wear out. You usually can tell what the combination is by the buttons. But yeah, you know, see these, but they can actually be never done one. Yeah, so you can actually bypass these once they're actually fixed onto the wall, onto the door. There's a little gap usually. They have one of these little plastic covers which sits over the lock to make it protect it and stick it all on. And there's usually a little bit of a gap in there that you can usually slide this tool into to bypass them. So I've got two to test the bypass on. Got to fix them onto a board first. Got a Lockwood one here. I actually met a guy in a dark alley to get these. Not really, it wasn't a dark alley, it was a park. Trying to think for a second then. I was on a road in the middle of a park. I've got another one. So I've got two. What's going on with this? You've been working fine all bloody day, and now you play up. Sorry. Yeah, nothing like meeting in the park. Blued act at a park, yeah. Looks kind of weird, you know, you pull up behind the car in the middle of a big park, to be technical, Vic Park, right in the middle of Ballarat. Just pull up like a lonely road down there, meet around, and pull up next to another vehicle and standing there talking, and then, you know, passing boxes across that looked fucking sus as shit. I was kind of expecting, you know, if cops turn up, just be like, wait, no, it's not drugs, it's locks. So I've got another one here, which actually has lever handles. That one's seen a bit of wear. Might turn around onto the bench just to pull this one apart, because I actually haven't looked at this one. I looked at the other one. So if we spin around again, and we bend down, should be able to see. Ugh. And you can kind of, let me tighten you up a bit here. Hope that's alright. So I actually haven't looked at this one with our plastic covers. I've only ever seen the ones with like the thumb turn. What's in this? Ah, it's our strike plate. Our hardware, that looks bloody like brand new. Our latch. Oh, kill a moth. Shit, I've got a bloody moth flying around here trying to kill me. Huge. Get away from me freaking setup. Wait, you bugger. I need me bloody electronic zapping swatter thingy. Yeah, that looks like a brand new freaking strike. This looks brand new. I don't think this one's, except for that handle. That handle looks a bit tarnished. That handle looks like bloody brand new. That latch. Jeez, isn't that a thick plate? That looks like it could be bloody brand new. Yeah, the things I do for my locks. I think this, or is it the other one? The Lockwood, that's an old one that doesn't, number 9 doesn't work. Oh shit, this one's heavy. Who's messaging me? Or what's that notifications? So this is a different one. This one's... What does that look like? The code is 0548. Let's have a look. Clear, we'll stick a knob on here. Okay, it's got a little grub screw there. Oh, it's enough that we can turn anyway if we stick it here. So what did I say it was? Zero, 5, 4, 8. Yep. Oh, geez, that's stiff. That is really stiff. And there's nothing in F. Alright, I need to find... what I've got to look at. I'm just going to shove it in here willy-nilly. The moth. Killer moth. We get huge ass bloody moths here. Everything in Australia is bigger. Because they had to order in crutches for me. Because they didn't have any in my size. So they get the order in, they call me up in the morning once the order come in, and the lady's like, "Hi James, it's blah 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 from Delacombe. Just letting you know the giant Pearson crutches are in." I'm like, okay, thank you, yep, no problems, all good. And then I get I'm just going to quickly check, because I think I had email notifications. Was it emails? Please tell me it was emails. No? Does anyone else get those weird bloody spam ones? Like slightly fraudulent looking ones? Emails, you know, like you know, if you put an ad in front of, you know, one of our ads in front of your videos, we will pay you $1,400. You know, those real freaking. But for the spider, snakes, and death. Yes, here in Australia, only the strongest survive to adulthood. If you're weak, you die off. You get killed. But yeah, it's kind of funny. She's like, yeah, your giant person crutches are in. They had to order in special ones because they don't stock the ones in my size. Yeah, that's not. What is it? You got racism, you got sexism. That's heightism. Sounds good anyway. You know, like, what is it? You can't call them midgets anymore, and you can't call them little people and stuff like that. They are vertically challenged. Oh no, lockpicker. UK. Is that UK lockpicker messaging me? Ah, cool. No problems. All good. Shit, now how do I get out of that? Crap. There we go. Sorry about that. It was a message from somebody I was trying to get in contact with, and they responded to me. A friend of mine. Cool. About time. Let me put this. Borg locks. That sounds German. Borg. Borg locks. So, yeah. Alright, and for those of you that watched that video yesterday, while I'm thinking of it, and this is a little lock I was given today. So that's the Abus 6550 that I restored-ish. Can't really tell plugs are there anymore. We barely tell. You know, but she works. That's why you didn't get to see it on camera, because for some reason her body froze. Still catches just a little bit, for some reason. Just needs to be worn in. But yeah, she works. And this is one that was given to me today because they found it in the middle of the road. A little double arrows. I've never heard of it. Never seen it before. It's called double arrows. It's a really weird wafer lock. I said I'm watching Dark Arts. Yes. Better not play any music videos because I don't want to get in trouble even though I'm not monetized. Let's see, what video haven't I watched yet? Tell you a really good channel to watch is Uncensored Tactical. It's a good friend of mine that I chat. Well, not really a friend, but more of an acquaintance kind of thing. Here we go. We'll watch this weirdos. I know he puts out some weird videos. Once you work out who it is. No, he doesn't put out weird videos. He's a good bloody guy. Chris Capone. What I don't tell you about knee braces is it makes it really itchy underneath. Ugh. So yeah, this is a little double arrows. I've never heard of it before. No, it's not because of my followers. It's just fraudulent. I don't have that many followers. Seriously. I think it's only like 2 wafers. 1, 2. I could probably impression this. Maybe 3. Oh no. Let's see if we can add. Yeah. Oh shit. I went to have a look. Just the tension, like push on the tension to The only thing I did to it today was I gave it a squirt of lube. I went to yeah, just tension to have a look to see what was going on in there. Turns out you don't need to pick this thing. So it's currently locked. Alright, it's currently locked. Stick the tension wrench in there and she pops open. Quite literally, the tension wrench picks it. Locked. Locked. Stick the tension wrench in there and she unlocks. I've never had a lock that does that. Well, don't need to impression it. I was thinking about making a key for it. By doing a sight read, but... 1, 2, 3, 4. It's only a little... It's a 4-wafer lock. Maybe I should put that on video. That's a great lube. I'll tell you what, I do go through it by bucket loads. I've got one can up there, I've got one there, I've got one in my portable repinning kit, which I need to clean out and organise. And I've got one in my break into anything kit. And it's the only one I can get here in Australia. I'd get Houdini if I could, but lock lubricant, 3-in-1 lock lube. That's all I use. It's all I can get. Don't use WD-40. Although I do have WD-40, I've got the silicone lubricant up there. Because that I use on other stuff, not locks. And I've got white lithium grease, the 3-in-1 white lithium grease. That I actually use on the ball bearings in padlocks, the ball bearing mechanisms. I put a little bit of the white lithium grease in there. I just find it works well for that. But I've never had a lock that picks with a tension wrench. That's something new. I was going to throw that into that box, but I'm not going. The pick stayed into the box. I'm not going to because that's my key programmer. Car key programmer. Who's this? Lock noob. Ash. Another bloody good guy. 101 top tips for new lock pickers. Bloody good guy, Ash is. I was not chatting to him. Oh, he did a live stream. And he turned around and told people to check out my channel because he loves watching my content. And I'm like, oh shit. Someone as big as him, I'm just like, ah. But anyway, let me just quickly catch up in the comments. I'm going to wrap this up because it's been on for 2.5 hours and I've got messages and shit going off I've got to respond to. Yeah, I actually looked at Houdini. So, for me to order Houdini in to Australia, it was going to cost me off eBay 60 something. I think it was like $68 or something for a can plus $30 shipping. That's a freaking shitload. Oh, I haven't seen. Oh, that's what I mean. That's the first lock I've ever had that's just opened with a tensioner. Seriously. Although, I did have some fun. So, as you know, I'm a collector. I collect padlocks. I have a thing for padlocks. Not creepy, I swear. So I got a thing for padlocks. I love collecting padlocks, old ones, padlocks from around the world and stuff like that. I get people send me in American. I've got American locks and locks from Japan and stuff like that. Absolutely love collecting padlocks. The other one I love collecting is master keys. Funny enough, I can't sell a lot of master keys. I carry more than what I actually sell because some of them I will not sell. Because as my rule has always been, if you cannot purchase these off another supplier that I'm cheaper than, I look around. If you cannot purchase the keys that if you cannot purchase this master key, say off of eBay, there's other sellers on eBay that sell all the same keys that I sell, but I'm cheaper than them, and better quality. If you can't purchase it off, say, somewhere like that, or Pick Pals or COVID Instruments or something like that, I will not sell it. There's got to be a line where you draw a line. You just can't. I just can't do it. So I collect master keys. I carry a big bunch of master keys on me every single day, which is all the ones I cut and sell. I actually carry. One I don't carry on me every day is actually in my so these I don't carry on me every day. These are heavy machinery. I've done a review of these. These are heavy machinery master keys. Because they're all keyed all keyed identical. I've got a printed out list of all the machines that these keys open and start. So I can literally just go around and steal any freaking heavy piece of heavy machinery I want. I think that's the large key set. Something just comes in handy. And the reason why all the keys on big heavy machinery, all the heavy machinery is all keyed identical, is because it stops delays in work. So say you have 5 diggers, your job is digging out, digging. You got 5 diggers or 5 huge ass backhoes that you're working in the mines using them or whatever. You run a mine. You need the vehicles to be moving constantly, and if someone locks their keys in the vehicle, well, you're going to get delays, aren't you? You're going to have to try and call a locksmith in and stuff like that. But if all the machines, all your diggers are the same brand, say JCB or Cat or something like that, if they're all the same bloody brand, they all use the same key, another person can go, right, here, open the door and just go. And they've probably got like 5 or 6 of the same keys hanging up in the, spares. It's all master keys. So I love, if anyone has master keys that work here in Australia, or anything like that, even I carry some on me that work in America that don't get used here. I carry them just to show them off and explain to people what they do. Hit me up, let me know, because I'm always on the lookout for new keys. So those ones I don't carry. And yes, I am going to wrap this live stream up. That's my break into, I call my break into anything kit. But my, I've got a cat lock over there. Which you never use because even that. There it is. Cat padlock. Never use one of them to lock anything up because they're all keyed exactly the same. If I get a chance, I'll do it in a second. I'll disconnect my camera from the charger, and the lighting won't be the best, but I'll take you over and show you. You've all seen the padlocks. Yeah. So I collect the master heavy machinery, and I carry literally this on me every single day. Minus these two tools. These aren't master keys. These are literally just like little multi-tools that come in handy for me. I carry every day. You've all seen my EDC, my covert companion. Yeah, I'm hoping once postage opens back up from America to Australia, because I've got some parcels stuck in America that it's meant to be coming over here, but they can't send them at the moment because there's no postage to Australia. Unless you want to go spending an absolute fortune. Even the postage for covert instruments, I think it went up from costing like $20 odd or $30 Australian. It's gone up to over $70 Australian for postage to get it here. So it's kind of not worth it to order, you know, something that's less than that. So I'm definitely going to be getting the expansions for this. I just wish me and Lockpick and Lawyer were, you know, like this. He watches my live streams. He sometimes jumps onto my live streams. We chat every now and then, but yeah, we're not like that. Which would be bloody good because I love his covert companion. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be getting all the expansion packs for this. But literally this, other than them things, are all the master keys that I actually carry on me every single day. So I carry a couple of keys which don't get used here in Australia, but these are great to show people, especially this one. I say, do you want to go steal the taxis and police vehicles in America? That's actually from Covert Instruments as well. I ordered their opening kit. These ones I just got in, which I will not be selling because I can't get the blanks for them. And if I could, it's like $10 a blank. So it's just ridiculous prices. These are master keys, and they're only for one very specific lock. And it's actually the locks used on the wardrobes in the residence rooms at work. So these, hopefully, we're not sure because people keep losing the keys for them. So, and we don't know what happened to a lot of the master keys. So I've ordered these to see if these are actually the master keys. They look like the actual keys themselves, but these are meant to be the master keys for them. So I've just ordered them. We got them in. They were literally $10 each. And I can't get my hands on any blanks similar to that. I carry a couple of other master keys. These ones I won't sell. I'm going to keep the biddings covered just so you can't copy them. But I've got two keys here, one in a little key cover that I sell on the website, and this one here. These are both for V-Line. So these are keys that open their gates. Yeah. So, in an absolute, you know, I'm not going to use them. I just like showing, oh, I've got a key to V-Line. This one I will show you. This is Public Transport Corporation. So actually, V-Line. Padlocks with the 4D stamp on it. And stuff like that. This will open. That's the master key for it. You can actually buy this. The seller that I took a photo of his one. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this TV. It's been working fine all day long and now it wants to freeze. And stop. It's just going freaking crazy. And I don't know why. Could be because I'm trying to live stream, which could be taking up a lot of the, especially, you know, out here. When the router and everything, it's all done off Wi-Fi, not cabled in, is in the house. So that could be why. But yeah, the seller on eBay wanted $25 for this key, and I did go to this photo of it. Yeah, a bump key. I always carry a bump key on me. And Blazer Snapchat me again, so I'm going to really have to wrap up this live stream. But this last key, which I'm only going to show you one of its cuts. this was just given to me recently. Actually, the code was given to me recently. And I was told it was for council locks in Victoria, or some gardens locks here in Victoria. So I took the kids to the park playground, literally up on the corner just here. One house up from our house, another house, big bush land park playground. And on the other side of it is a footy oval kind of thing, like rotunda and stuff for people go and play and kick and kids to play with. And they got a little gate where like a little metal bar that goes across with a ABUS padlock on it, which is for them to unlock to take in the tractor to mow the lawn down on the footy field and on the park area. So I hobble over there on my crutches and I'm looking at like, I wonder, is it for that's a council lock. So I stick that key into the padlock, go out and open the bloody thing, didn't I? So it's the master key. It's the key that they use for all them. So now I'm going to go around and just test which locks it opens. I'm not breaking any laws. I'm not stealing them. I'm not, picking them or anything. I'm using the key. I'm going to go around and test to see what locks around here I can bloody open. I was joking with someone. I was piss farting around, we're having a laugh. I'm like, yeah, I know I can make some money quite easily. I said, if things really go to shit, I'm like, I can go steal the freaking council's padlocks, either re-key them and sell them myself, or I could go settle all the brass and make a shitload of freaking money. I'm not going to do it. I would never do that. That is just fucking wrong. But I thought it was hilarious, and even they did. They're like, geez, you think dangerously. I'm like, hey, things get really bloody bad, I could steal a heap of brass. Yes, decoding from photos is great. It's actually going to be one of the courses that I'm going to put up on the website and that I'm going to be doing in person. It's just a... What talent? Copying from photos. I've done a video on it ages ago. But I will be running a course. So all this stuff, the basics, even though I couldn't even freaking pick a bilock tonight. All the basics on lock picking. So there's going to be the beginner's course. More advanced techniques. We're going to be running ones on all different methods of copying a key. So impressioning, decoding from a key, decoding from a photo. This is really pissing me off. What else is there? Key casting and stuff like that. So all that stuff I'm going to be doing a video on, or a course online, plus in-person training as well. And probably a few other methods of other things as well. COVID entry methods such as slipping door latches, using the Traveller's Hook, Slim Jim, like the Sparrow Slim Jim, or my Viking Slim Jim bands, which I probably should do a video on. I've spoken about them, I've told people about them, but I haven't actually done a video on it yet. And I'll use it to slip, like I showed you on the back door here, because it's a great example of an external opening door. Traveller's Hook. It actually took me a little bit of time to work. Normally, I just get Traveller's Hook straight in and it's open. But I was trying to hold my camera and do it through there, and I started off and I'm like way up above the latch and everything, above the hardware, and like shit, I had to work my way down to it. But yeah, I'm going to teach people how to do all that. So the Viking Slim Jim band, I'll do a video on slipping the latch for that, just to show you, in person, in a real video, a real situation where the door's actually locked, how it works. So I'm going to be making up. I've got to make up some more of these and put them back up on the website, because I think I'm out at the moment. I think I just sold my last one that I had, and I know I've given one away on a thing on Instagram. One of the guys on Instagram, they did a raffle where people bought tickets, and then they had a couple of prizes, and then, you know, when they were announcing the winners of the prizes, I jumped in the video. I joined them on there because I said, you know, I want to include something, you know, because it was for just to help pay bills and everything. Because the guys who we were doing it, the guy was doing it for, his wife had cancer, who actually just recently lost the battle with it. She just passed away, you know, a week ago. DEFCON 201 said about it in their live stream yesterday. Oh no, not yesterday, Monday. Sorry. You know how his wife just lost the battle with cancer. So I just said, look, I want to include something to it, you know. And then what started off as the Slim Jim band, I ended up putting like another few items in, which reminds me, I still have to do that draw for Bronx Lockpicker 60s giveaway. The 5 winners we got a draw for that fundraiser we did. So I will get round to that this week as well. I'll record the video for it. So Don's, will have to get in contact with you and the Butcher's Block as well for the products for that, with the winners' names. So yeah, I got some work to do. Finish off these courses, videos, get them up online, get them up on the website. So yeah, I had to pull my finger out. I've had the 2 weeks off of work. First week I could barely walk. Now I'm walking. I can get some work done in the office here. And because I've had a few locksmith jobs on as well. Sorry, lock work. I'm not a locksmith. I don't pretend to be, but I do a lot of lock work. I do everything except for breaking into places, because cars, because legally I can't do it. So yeah, I got a lot of shit to pull my finger out on and go through, and videos to record, and it's a lot of freaking work. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to wrap this one up now because it's gone 12 o'clock and I got to respond to all these messages that's coming through. Remember, keep it bloody legal. Thanks all for stopping around and stopping in and stuff like that. I got to finish that invoice for $180. Just looking at the whiteboard. So yeah, lots of interesting shit coming up. We've got to be working a bit more on the courses now to get that done. I'll try and get some more Slim Jim bands made up so people can purchase them. Don't forget bump key sets, Aussie 5 bump keys. One of my hot sellers still, plus the master keys, all the master keys that I sell, plus all the 3D printed products. The Viking Rune necklaces that I make and sell, glow-in-the-dark donuts, all that interesting cool shit, that no one else here in Australia makes. All that's available up on the website, so go and check it out if you haven't already. Just at the moment, not being able to work, I'm kind of pinned from the website and sales because, yeah, not working is kind of sucks. Not my day job. So, anyway, have a bloody good one. Stay tuned for all these really interesting and new and cool videos that's coming out. Don't do anything bloody stupid. And, yeah, good night, Dons. I'll see you. I might talk to you tomorrow, mate. I'll record the video of getting these new drawers, the toolboxes in, and do something different. So, and try and get some picking, and I'll try and get that fucking bi-lock on camera. Jeez, that's annoying me now. So, yeah, till next time. Cheers, guys.